Well, welcome to my kitchen and the Ashley super non-processed vlog. I am doing something that I do almost every week. I'm really busy. I think sometimes people assume I cook everything from scratch or I have all the time in the world to spend in my kitchen, and that's just not the truth. I utilize my slow cooker every week. I make a protein or two, so I'll do some chicken with some low sodium chicken stock so it doesn't have a flavor so I can add sauces to it later, or I'll do a pork tenderloin, which is lean after you trim the fat. Same way, I'll use a stock or just water and olive oil and a little bit of garlic. And so I have that meat to serve with other things. So then when I'm getting down to the nitty gritty and I'm cooking things, I'm really just cooking the base of the meals, which as a nutritionist, I like to think of as always vegetables. So I am doing something fun today, and you can add in the jalapenos here too, but I am stuffing mini bell peppers that I've cut the heads off and removed the seeds, so please do that as step one. And I'm stuffing them with whipped Greek yogurt cream cheese that I'm going to put into this bowl right here, and it's whipped, so it's also easier to stir, which I love. And then I have a medium chunky, I like medium for the spice, but a medium chunky salsa. Don't buy salsa that has beans and corn and all those things in it because it's just adding unnecessary carbohydrates and stuff. But in here you're getting tomatoes, peppers, all sorts of extra vegetables too, and you're gonna mix this up as well as you can. You just want to make sure that it blends together. And I do equal portions. Again, you kind of want to just do 1 cup of the cream cheese, 1 cup of the salsa, but it depends on how many peppers you're stuffing. I'm just doing a little serving because I want this to just be basically 2 meals instead of having meals for, a couple different days. Because I already did my meat, I'm just doing my bases. So then you're going to take your spoon and you're going to stuff these peppers. I want to get this extra cream cheese off my spoon. You're going to just take a spoon and stuff it in there. Make sure you push it. Honestly, a lot of times, because I'm trying to be elegant, which I'm not always, I just use my finger. And you get a little messy, but that's okay. The cool thing about this recipe is it's really fun to do it with your kids. I think Reese loves to be in the kitchen. She loves to try things. I give her a little step stool, or she sits on one of my high chair stools and she starts to do things with me. It's a great way to teach your kids, what food is at 3. Sometimes, the other day I was making an eggplant. She had no idea what it was. So it's a great way to educate them, but it's also fun to incorporate them in cooking so that they realize that cooking and cooking healthy is a big part of life. So you're stuffing these, and doesn't this make you think of jalapeno peppers? This is an amazing football Sunday recipe because I will put these, I'll put them out, and I'll just put my shredded slow cooker chicken on top of it, and I will show you my last lovely piece of the recipe once I wash my hands, because no one wants to see me with cream cheese fingers. But I have the oven preheated at 350 right now, and all I'm gonna do is pop these in, and then while they're cooking, I can get the protein that I've already made ready, and I can drizzle it with my sauce, and I'm gonna chop some scallions over here that I have, because everybody knows, if you know me at all, how much I love adding anything from the allium family, which is a green onion, an onion, a leek, garlic. I love that there's no fat, but tons of flavor in those things. So rather than always having to add, sodium heavy spices or things like that, spice mixtures or sauces or things, you can literally just put an onion on something and I feel like it's automatically amazing. So, all right, I'm done stuffing my peppers. 1 sec. Here I go, washing my hands because this is literally so gross to see cream cheese fingers. Okay, now I'm back. I'm all washed up. I'm gonna slip these things in the oven, again, 350. You wanna watch, because the different sizes of these bell peppers, if you're doing full-size bell peppers, it's totally fine, but realize they're gonna take longer to cook. So I've got these popped in here. I watch them. The cream cheese is gonna bubble naturally, and that's totally fine, but you want the peppers to be tender to touch. So just take a fork, not a spoon, this is a spoon, but I say fork, and just poke at it, and if it's tender and you notice that the cream cheese has melted a little bit and come out the front, you're all set. And what I do with this recipe at the end is I shred chicken with a fork. Either you buy a rotisserie chicken, let's say you have no time, even less time than I do. You buy a rotisserie chicken, take the skin off, shred it with a fork, put it in a bowl. Then you're gonna take a plate, you're gonna put 3 of those poppers on there, put half a cup of the chicken on top. You're gonna chop these scallions that I've got here, and I actually keep them in the bunch and chop all the heads off at one time. And then I just chop them, I line them up, and I chop them together in slices. You can pan grill them if you want. I like raw scallions. Some people, it's an acquired taste. If at the end, tail end of your baking the poppers, you want to put these in that pan and just have them roast a little bit, that's fine too. But again, in a skillet over medium heat, you can just pan grill them until they're lightly brown, and that's going to be roughly, as I put that thing in the sink, roughly 3 to 4 minutes. Put those on top of the poppers and the chicken, and then I add this, which is my 100% habanero drizzle sauce. So I like the spice. I also like to do a lot of flavor with my foods, and this, again, you need just a very tiny bit. I think that's kind of why it comes in the tiny bottle with this little tiny tip at the top, so you don't get a lot out all at one time. I challenge you to put it to your nose and see if you start crying, but just a tiny bit. You're gonna fuel that metabolism with that spice. You're literally building a fire in there. It's also going to make you slow down your eating. Have you ever noticed when you eat spicy food, you take a bite and you have to kind of recover from it a little bit, and then you take another bite? Okay, well, when in doubt, slow your roll, and spice will help you do that. So I hope that you love this recipe. Enter comments in below if you want to see something, because also, side note, I totally forgot about this. You can do jalapenos with the peppers too. Skip the habanero sauce, stuff some jalapenos along with the peppers, and then have one of the jalapenos alongside 2 of the peppers, and you've added spice to your meal automatically. And those are great party appetizers. Obsessed. People come to my house, they're like, oh, Ashley, did you make your poppers? And I just have to kind of nod and say, I knew you were gonna say that. But yes, so again, baking's probably gonna be roughly 10 to 15 minutes depending on the size of your peppers, and then you're all set to go. But side note, you can keep the peppers for a day, but they might get soggy in the refrigerator, so don't forget that. And then again with the chicken, slow cooker, do it with the low sodium chicken broth, and you're all set. All right, guys, write in comments below any of the bad tailgating recipes or football Sunday recipes you want to see made healthier. I will totally do it on camera.